Hello, lovely people. I welcome you to another wonderful episode of Inspirational Diaries, where inspiration meets transformation. Today's show is going to be awesome. Today's show, I won't say much. You just stick glued to your seat whilst the stories unfold itself. Proudly sponsored by Some 6 and J Consult with me, your host, Adjeley Annan. Stay tuned. Today's show promises to be exciting, inspiring, and transforming. Someone, you're welcome to Inspirational Diaries. Please, your name.
My name is Bruce Afoakwa.
Okay, and tell us a bit about yourself, like your early life.
Okay, I was born in Koforidua, precisely Srodai. Do you know Srodai? Okay, Eastern region. I was born to Madam Charlotte Tebo and then Mr. Abraham Afoakwa. I started with a local Methodist school, and then I moved to Accra at the age of, I think, 8 or 9. I went to Police Depot Academy. Then I proceeded to Aquinas Secondary School, and then on I go. So that's a bit about me.
Okay, so in the family, can we say how many are you in the family?
Okay, my father married 2, so we are 9. I'm the 7th born when it comes to my father's children, and then I'm the last born when it comes to my mom's children.
But one's the last born, so.
Oh, some will say life grew hard more. Last so we need to be strong.
But into Mufiko for you,
No, I'm an Ekrapem. I'm from Manfei, on the way to Koforidua. That's where I'm from. Yes, but I was born in Koforidua, bred in Accra, but I'm from Manfei.
See, after Aquinas, did you further it to?
Sure. Actually, I did business administration. My big sister in the US wanted me to become an administrator. Then one day, I went with a friend to a recording studio around Dansuman called Campsite way back. Then I saw Zap Mallet. You know Zap Mallet?
Yeah.
He's a seasoned sound engineer. So when I saw him working, I said, nah, I'll stop my business administration and become a sound engineer.
Okay, in which school? Which school was that?
I was going to Academy of Business Administration. I think it was in the heart of Accra. But I don't know now where the campus is. Yeah, it's an international distance affiliated to University of Britain. So, we have that affiliation. So from there, I told my sister that I won't do the business administration again. I wanted to be a sound engineer. And then you know what follows. They had to cut me off. So I was sacked from the house. Yes, I went to live with Afro-Moses. Do you know Afro-Moses?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I lived with him for some time. And it was then I had my first keyboard sessions.
Who sacked you? Your parents or your siblings?
I was staying with my auntie, and my sister was in the US then. So she said, okay, if he's not going to finish his business administration course for me to pick him up, then I don't have anything to do with him again. Then my auntie gave me an ultimatum. Either you go back to the school or you leave the house.
Where were your parents by then?
My father died when I was very young, and my mom was at Koforidua, and I didn't want to go back to Koforidua. So I had to choose what I call my passion so that I can move on. So that's how I started pursuing sound engineering. Yes, with Zap Mallet. But before then, I went to Afro-Moses' house, and then I met a guy called Tricky Joe. He was one of the best keyboardists in Ghana. He showed me the rudiments in keyboard. So I took lessons from him. Then I came to work with Zap Mallet from Campsite to TLC. Before, later on, I developed an interest in video. Then I decided to switch. So that was about 10 years ago.
So the engineering, sound engineering thing,
Yeah.
you didn't go to any school?
Oh, I went to, there was one school at Tema, something on the Buama. That was the only sound engineering school in Ghana at that time. I went there.
Which year was that?
This is about 98, Yeah, the 98 thereof. Yeah. So when I came to Zab Mallet, I had a chance to work with almost all the big shots, Lord Kenya, Dasbre, and a whole lot. And then after moving from Zamalek place, I was employed by Reggie Rockstone. You know him?
Yeah.
Yes. At his studio at Color Charts. So I was his personal engineer for like 3-4 years before I started going on my own, like to set up my own studio.
Okay, so by then, when they sacked you, where did you go?
I went to no. I went to live with Afro Moses. I had a contact with him. So I told him and he said, "Sa no motie Ghana for the month you must say." That's what they do. And then he took me in. So he gave me the startup. But later on, I moved back to my father's house.
So you stayed with him for how long?
Close about 4 or 5 months. Then my parents came that my mom said I should come back to my father's house if that's what I wanted to do. So they gave me their blessing, and then I pursued my vision.
Okay, so like growing up,
Yeah.
what were you looking at like becoming in future and stuff?
I always loved music. Even before that, I used to write music. Yeah, I think 90, 93, 94, we formed a group called Salvation Boys. We were three in number. We used to write music. So I had a passion for music. So when I had a chance to like study, I always wanted to be a sound engineer. But sometimes our parents like, this is what I want you to do. Yeah. So that's what. But later on, I was fascinated by one man, Parkwasi. You know him, TV3. I even met him when I was working at Multi TV. He was a director. The way he works and all that, was what inspired me. And then later on, I also saw that most of our Ghanaian movies had a lot of flaws. There are instances you are watching them and say, I had some crazy see. And I was like, where's the director? So it's also pushed me into becoming a director. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You talk about Ghanaian movies having flaws.
yeah.
You wish to revive the Bollywood because for now, for some time, it's no more. Yeah.
You see, we were sleeping while the Nigerians were awake. When we started moving from cassettes to CD, that was when the Nigerians saw that from CD, something else is coming. So they started pushing for. When even there was pen drive, Ghanaians were still marketing CD. At that time, Nigerians had started shooting in 4K because Netflix accepts videos in 4K only. So when finally it came, we had no videos to show. And number two, the way we act in Ghana, we don't have storylines. We sometimes they go on set and like obey. There's no proper structure like a scripted movie that you see. So Charlie, this is scripted. We know say. That is the problem. You understand? We don't have structures in the place. And then another thing too is when we are showing a video or something, you see a gate man instructing his boss. Does it happen in real life? So all these things sometimes make the film look like it's a fake thing. And no can hold necessarily I'm a film industry no I you understand? So we need to put in structures. We need to make sure that we have good directors, and then no actor is bigger than the director. But when you go on sets, I won't mention it, but when sometimes our top A artists come, they don't come on time. You give them scripts, Fatu baby, because the education is poor. The equipment you are shooting with, or beat me the phone or see me shoot. What kind of way is that? So we need to input and get money involved if we want to push forward.
Okay, so for how long have you been directing? What channel?
Actually, I didn't start from channel. I started from Sky TV, Takrady. You know Sky? Okay. Actually, I went to school to study directing. Then I went to Sky TV. It was in Takrady. Then later on, I came to Adum TV. I was the assistant producer for morning show Yabrefo. You know Yabrefo? Yeah, she's my buddy. Then later on, I went to Capital TV. It was around Radio Gold. Then I stopped. I had a few. I wanted now to enter something because I saw that the YouTube was becoming bigger. Then I had a friend. He was called Reverend Elia. He's the CEO of Too Much GH. So one day he called me and said, "Ah, Charlie, na other na ome the director." And I said, "Wow." That time I was like, "Are there any online TV?" He said, "Oh, come and see." So I went there and I saw that, "Oh, Charlie, Edumani more there." So I stayed with him for like 2 years. And then right now I work too at Oheneba Media at St. Teresa, but I have my own YouTube too, EHTV, that we also do. So I'm a bit of everything. I host, I, I'm a guest, I shoot camera, I direct sometimes, I do bit and pieces of stuff.
You made mention of going to a media school.
Sure.
Yeah, which school was that?
I went to, okay, I went to Galaxy Media School. It was around Odoko. Then I went to All Stars. I did directing at Galaxy. Then I did journalism at All Stars. I mean, that was around about 15 years ago, actually.
Okay, so for how long have you been directing? And since when did you start, actually?
I think I started at Sky TV. That was it's about 10 years ago. Yeah. Then at Adom, Adom, they are big shots, so you can't be a director. So I was like sort of assistant director, camera, sort of, yes. But formally, when I came to Too Much GH, it was then that I was like given the chance to do what I want to do, direct. Virtually, I was running a place, directing, managing, whatever, hosting, becoming a guest, all in one.
Eja, you said you've been directing for quite some time now. Nti, me person me who say, where have you been to and what are some of the challenges you encounter during direction?
It's scary. Directing involves being able to preempt, especially your host, what he or she is thinking. I believe it's more like a man management staff. When I see you, I should be able to see today, ebia ukunu ha wo fi unidi before we go on set. You understand? On the set, I should be creative enough to bring up questions. Ebe mani panakasa. What's in the American say? When you're a director, one of the things that you do is you don't have to fear human being. And then you also have to put it in your head that whatever is in you is bigger than what is out there. Because the places that I work, we go to fetish place. Yes. We go a lot. It may call issue ano. Say issue or more comfort. You go there, you interview the person. Sometimes obey bisao bibi and or some man maybe or say or my answer. You are a Christian. Oh no, it's part of the job.
Do you do something before going or you just go?
Oh, as a Christian, God has given us herbs. So sometimes you just do small bath, a Christian bath before you go. That is more like it. But what I'm saying is, sometimes when you go there, don't let the person affect you. That's what people do. But obi or do be hard man say, hey, your papa can't then you make used to do crying. It means I'm lost. You're never lost. Believe in what you have. You understand? So Yakob baby bebre. Obi or one accident see you have to go there. Ebia sinning papa. But me do any party mapai. Yes, you are supposed to direct the presenter to do it. Until you be a there, directing becomes a bit of a problem for you.
And any challenges and
Definitely. You see, hosts sometimes they can fight with the director. We have the direction of the program, but host in the baby, the host will become bigger than you. Right. Oh, sir. Oh, say Udu baby, obi name your director. They'll know you. Me boy, ya brefo, so ni ya brefo. But now name. Thank you. So that's how it is. Until you do start time now, what do you do as a director? You do start time now, you no longer control the person, but you have to be friends with the person so that you understand the person and the person will understand you. If you try to control the person at that time, production, it will fail.
Yeah, I'm more interested in Kung Hall. Like, can you name some of them that you've been to? And I'm more.
There was this man on the young comfort, Astra man or Kaswa, I think Domiabra, your friend Mohammed. Or Tre Nyamapam reading. Now, before we got there, no, he was able to tell me who I am. Like this, we are from this, that, and even the future. Aside that, we had one allergy. Recently, I hear Shatawale, allergy and the boss. Or no, they have this group. Omucha Black Cow. If you want to be a member, we went there. We did an interview with him. Black Cow. Do you know the significance of a black cow? It stands for your soul. So before you enter, you a cell slaughter black cow.
Do I be that?
No, it's not me. We went to do an interview, but I'm telling you where we've been to. I'm a person Michelle say, don't let the thing affect you. You understand? And don't fear. Okay, it's just an interview you're going to do.
Do you consult them, tell them, oh, maybe for them to be aware and I say impromptu, then
No, sometimes they will call you. There'll be sometimes they will call you say, oh, we've watched your channel is big. So we want you to do an interview with us. Then you go.
is it not in the form of like, oh, advertise on me?
But business here, no, business here, you a show business. You look for money because when you go there, they'll pay you, and that's what we used to pay. The staff and all that run the place. And see, I was for normal year, major part of YouTube channel. I'll say, yeah, I'll say. It's just say, omo ya there now. Don't endorse it. Omo can there no in front of the camera. Don't endorse it. When you endorse it, I somebody will hold you. But Okan, like I said, this is you saying it, not my station. What I say, then we go on. So the challenges there are plenty from, getting close to somebody or you're very rude. Even a client can be very rude to you. Ubedu baby, omu need proper facilities. A crabby say, oba kodaho, into my real. Aduane a wundi bi there so could be and all that. Those are some of the challenges.
You still baby because you want to show and now no normal baby better.
Sometimes baby no no. Let's say you are used to nice environments, water closet and all that. Now we do baby. I remember your business here flow. Tell it, tin na. A man put one, a man put so you see, virtually see. I was like, you could eat 3 days so Charlie.
And then we're not managing him.
That be do one of say, meet me on. It's a call back. Only said 3 days you're spending my year all. You're back, crowd. You do cash and you do what I'm so much. You remember catching what's on the massa. Be a problem, yes, I may go. But those are some of the challenges, and it's also exciting. You see the other side that you are not used to. The food, the traditions, the culture, and all that. It inspires you. And sometimes it tells you you are what? A fortunate person.
It's aside ebia ubeko no bebo mpaye dey.
Of course.
But rituals because me them ebia okwa uba sa ubesum daye you be still have never encountered anything like that.
Oh, you do, especially okwa conformity fear. Ebi obeba no ubesum daye na yedwa ba fie ho. What I say? But as to near your person do ye no. If you come and you bath out, ebi obesum daye na or no kasabo frewa oma. What I say? And also nti ni nyina you being prayerful. Others because once also you're director and as we are host in the only main country me say me see yan kwa so me nko there be ese ko. So that is
Yes, yeah, it's quite scary. No, but, yeah, and any positive impact that we're gaining
sure
to do that.
You see where I am now we do mostly stories about people who don't have. The other time, the question story be about mommy be ani kunu ejane nkola 3. Omo da carpentry shop mu. Your story ni wie no, your boss my command 4,000 like from his pocket. You do one you be other people are fair no. Omo ama no. So many stories. There was one be retarded. You call kaswa, you wie nkofo ato machine man or the edjuma. that gives you joy. So at least the story that you made, has helped somebody. So that's a
You
positive
solicit
side.
for funds through social media.
Sure, and we get it. People are willing to help, especially they are willing to help. But where do you bring the money to? Until sometimes you're Korea, then we have to go back. Say when anybody we have to go back and show it so that they know. So Sikani at the buy and the what you say.
Because the bebre na amo no, omu ni ha na ombehu no, it becomes difficult for them to even help because almost to say bia, one says come as
Yeah, I understand.
omo does, but omo trust him to that extent.
Yeah, it depends on the credibility of the channel. Ebia, yako, yasa maame no, ohwe ne da bia or the carpentry shop no. On sheda ni sika, ne ho akyere no. Na obi ama 4,000 fa ko high diamond no. Ese oni maame ne ko na mutu sika no afi ewura no. Na mutwa no hu say oh okay, what I invested has been worthwhile. But one yes because sika na me yen kan me say bia so wadi o. But udi sa nipa we sika. Me nya sure say so abrabo e ko yi. Obi obre, ya bring sika no akodi. No, I don't think it's right.
Okay, and so let's shift a bit into your personal life. Okay, are you married?
Yes, I'm married with 3 kids.
How long have you been married?
Hey, what the buboma? Not 21. 21 years of marriage.
With the same woman?
No, 2 different women.
No, but then it's not 21.
And I'm so doing now boma. Yeah, but I didn't know boma.
How many years?
When no, it's around 9 years. Yeah.
Okay, into back on then they see. Only no one ma.
Yeah, I'm living with 2 girls. My firstborn is at Legon.
Hey.
Yes, me menu. You see that thing. I grow. You see, marriage. I always say this thing: don't marry at an early age. Who marry at an early age, you make a lot of mistakes. Maturity-wise, you are not matured. You see, marriage is not for boys and girls. It's for men and women. I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about maturity. Me worry at a very young age, around 24, 25. Now me worry, if a year now coming worry what I did. Because first of all, as someone says, Obano, is she ready to support you physically, spiritually, and mentally? Obabi or I want to share no swatch no. Obabi call or pen now for some, sao banny the worry be that.
Be that.
Debbie or bob pen now for some. No, never. Or bob pen, sir, never.
I think so. Rebecca so or bob now for some with our now finance or worry. And so why should she go and then leave her friends?
But my friends don't even know my house. My friendship ends with where we meet. I don't take friendship to the house. And then any program beyond America. Me worry I them cut a lot of things because worry you need to change. What to me can't change me say oh meet me pay by 2 a.m. My worry still is the same thing. How do you want the woman to cope? And see all these things are you say we are matured enough for you to push forward. And understand me worry now I wasn't. To do baby no. Easy.
This time now who wanted to pursue engineering, no. It's our time no man.
No, Michelle, now I was a sound engineer already. Now me Reggie when I met. So I think it's like only Reggie those things that made any worry me sort of. Not like force, but and also met me I did be or better say why.
But now done.
Oh yes.
And also though.
And I don't know. And I don't know. Because I forfeited me going to US to marry her. And she knows it. What I say. But a do baby, now make her say. There are instances poor, only obi nama, you feel say, many need date you, but no nipa no, or no any and I just say or no date you. Who now feel sir? Until I make her say, we need to be careful when it comes to the word marriage.
What can baby say? You shouldn't marry at an early age. Is it because of who experience? No, a little. I want to know more.
I've studied a lot of things in life. A woman before 25, don't marry her. Or bar only 25, don't marry her. What you say, a master? If you look back at 10 years ago, the man that you were with, today, it is our man, bro. I say, no, I don't want him. Am I lying? Women change. And sometimes, no, you need to be matured enough to say, I'm ready for marriage. Number two, every woman loves a hero. You can't hero, I didn't hero. Somebody who has achieved something. Until one day, now we same person go university. Now we are SS graduate. Or starting call university, no so could be. Or we university degree now. Who pan masters. Trust me, I didn't go for a BDB. There was another way I won a taxi driver or should be co-investing. Or Koshutu Nibano. Because Obani do investing, no. When who say, Massa, level Nasa. And your class medium. And they are right. And yeah, baby, it can't me say, me person me require him, na me de metana fa. You are not being sensible.
Then I buy na montentity.
A mekan send now for some. No, or you'll be at a point in time, do baby no, or to me pay any time. Meba if you know ni ho. A be on ma around 2 a.m. Oh, who said me Juma? No, try there. Still try there. It's me pong, a do at 6. Now many boys best are quiet sitting. Me, I'm in child wanting. You were 7:38 in my bar. Oba now, we didn't fee. Ubi salons you'll be by Nico Janequine. 10 in an hour in mine. And yet once it's kept on. Into Casa de be another day. I sent to Quantoqua, Ebem, and all that, and other issues. So do baby no. Man Pamono on one or so on worry beam. What I say, but and then I'm sure say if she had another choice, she wouldn't make that mistake again.
She opted for the divorce. In Jobeka or the two, how did you feel?
You see, me use some kind of spiritual mother. No, I catch her me that. Say we be see a mommy boom because a nyame akodia or baby pajama. It's a buy no. I didn't shake my head. Okay, I'm so okay. If that's what you want, I'm cool.
But only after we only okay.
Very fine. And right now I'm in a bunk more yesterday. You see, marriage is friendship. Yeah. And when there's no more marriage, it does not mean that the friendship should break. We have kids together. It means to me no. We need to move on. But say be I'll be so gentle that I never.
So Obeba no worry back.
Oh dear.
It is you.
And you may be lie. And you may lie. What I say?
But not if you say be also okay, we see na catch out with that. But you catch out with that no, at least you didn't show any remorse and ya nothing.
You see, I said when me can't go for myself, but me never broken heart down. Say me know what I want.
Study nipa no.
I o dominate. The way I dominate, I'm the man. Into what the other sort, and I'm so many sort. Into what the other best, and I'm the other that. What I say? To broken heart, pa the boy. You are broken heart, me kunipa, me ma wu me kume. What is it? Because there are women out there and there are men out there. They are looking to make you a king. Obi pewu oba no do I queen. Why do you suffer? Say nipa ba kon. Ade le so ba na won bi da. No. Enti ebe ya oya, but I won't even show it because I've moved on in my head already. And that's what makes you a man and a strong man.
Uka be concerning age-wise before getting married. No? Yeah. You said before 25.
She was around 20 when we got married.
20?
Mm-hmm. I was 24.
That's young.
Yeah, very young. So that's kind of crab. It's nice and worry. You know. You see that thing. Now a tour so maybe say a tour it was a bema be a petrol, meaning says or directors of petrol. On said I'm petrol. A tour the one something no one cool. To me who say there be mean German man. But there is something beyond beauty, physical beauty. And no na unia, then you understand. Say you see, obi won feel, but I will get it close and when you for be. And now who be that? The subaine yet. Obi so ha or yes simple, but I will get it close. No, the subaine is so we know. None who I hear of more. That is what we should look out for. Because marriage is a long time stuff. Say 209 a 2 to me phone and then 2 to me on I cry to me cucumber. Say be binti Na me worry na. Who obi na ose opewa bi say, why do you love me? Onya one reason ma wa and worry nipa no no. Na me ka say, onya reason e ma so we bia I love the way you smile. Smile let me akọ. Love shouldn't be enye bibi a metime describe it. What I say? It should be something within. And no, I say when you and someone who that aspect of life. So I say age is very important.
Nti age bɛn putting na o be advice say you marry.
Oh, Ben Madianka 30 or back from 25, you are cool. And sometimes the age gap, no, I see a share. Okay, will be away 10 years older now younger. Oh, interest and any interest. And also the conflict. But in the idea, I see a share na sika sem. My sister is say I say my money pescapa on pesca forma. It's wrong. If you're a man, you need to take care of the woman. When you're ready, don't go and marry. Because Obano was sika wo waba no. Trust me. Ade bi wo ho ya wuntimi nka because who miska. What I say? But if you have your own money, or yeah, they don't say no, I don't like this. That is where your man comes. Menka says bebre, but be a man who works. Who ye juma kakra. No so ye bia. It's cool. But out you also me yiri was car. Ya de na kokra ntimi nka.
Until current marriage, you know.
Yeah.
How are you coping together with the directing stuff, you know, when
Oh, you see, and I make us say when first one a choir, I saw the flaws. And you see, I won't blame the woman only. It takes two to make mistakes. If you always blame the other person alone, you never grow. So I sat down, I said to myself, what really happened? And I'm who say, okay, I made mistakes. So going forward, I don't want to be a fool twice. So I picked the opposite of what I had initially in terms of woman.
so we're not on here to
No, raw, but she's a pretty woman, but only now. And now, Oyobia, when you talk, and if even she has something to say, she'll say it in a calm manner, not like fight you all the time and all that. And I also learned to say at times I also need to be calm to ask certain questions. So we all grow. And now we're both 30s, you understand? And it's been beautiful marriage, I'll say. Yeah, one boy. So in addition, I have 3 kids.
like I said, divorce may be fine now.
Definitely. I mean, Tina, say don't stay somewhere and then rot. Because in Pennyfor say we show our Jaya our. It's true. It has helped me. It has pushed my career further.
Who say ebi mu wo saa tibia ni mu, but they don't know how to leave that marriage. Ebi mu suro. What advice would you give to them?
If you're afraid, you never go forward. If you are in a toxic relationship, it's not even about marriage, dating. You see, any relationship that you have to struggle to make it work, it's not a good relationship. Quit. We don't struggle to work in a relationship. Obi or any answer. No, that's a bad marriage. That's a bad relationship. And the first thing is that commitment. Are you committed to the person? Physically, mentally, spiritually?
Eja o si wa wari o, but me ho symbol bia. Who say media no dey o ho. O dey we.
So sorry about yourself.
If you close your bema pa so she.
Say Esnobia.
Ana emia o.
Oh, not really.
Make that chicken in bed.
I don't know.
Yo o bo no nchen no.
Oh, minibi.
Totas dey no.
Minibi. I have wife, but I don't have side chick. Oh yeah, let me.
That no mean who. So ni sisi who.
Oh, she was my cousin. My cousin.
So we should say okay. Go and subscribe. Go and follow. Leave your comments behind. So what I say. Yeah. Like I say, active for and I say active for a little advice.
What I'll say is that life is not a race. Your destiny is not my destiny. Take your time. the arsenal, the youth of today, they rush. Where you haven't sold, you can't. Where I won't sow, you can't even look after it. So there are things that you need to be careful in life. The way you live, the way you marry, and the way you raise up your children. Yes, because our real is defining who you are. Thank you. It's because you just enter into the marriage, and that is what is killing us. Let's take our time.
But meaning say marriage is based on communication. But they say people couples communicate, but still our renew.
No, you see, they don't communicate. When you're at home, are you not looking on your phone? Is your husband not looking on his phone? So where's the communication? So when you're at home, I have a policy. We do fear my phone, sometimes I even switch it off, so that you can have quality time with your spouse. It's very important because the phone has become a centerpiece of our life. And also like for the area, don't run into trouble. Unless
Still, one take time out of your busy schedule, one take time for inspirational diaries.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Also, so we've come to the end of today's episode, which is proudly sponsored by some 6MJ Consult. With me, your host, Elsie Annan. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Share the link, share the link, share the link. We will come your way again next time. So then, see you.